Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Ace Combat reaction. Today we have Magic Spear 1, yet another one put into the executive producer queue by Spinrift, and it's just like always Spinrift. It's always going to be Spinrift, I think, for the Ace Combat games, but I've loved their music so far. Every single time I hear one of these songs, I'm always whisked into a world above my own, and it's always just so cool to see how they personify that feeling, and I can't wait to hear another one. So here we are, and without further ado, let's go. Ooh. Starting with that mysterious tension. I love this feeling of not knowing where we're going to end up. It's one of the main reasons I love this soundtrack. Ooh. That jumped right into it. Those stings. On the offbeat, too. It's kind of fun. Kind of vibing with it. That must just be like a giant orchestral sample or something. I'm hearing strings, brass, I think even a woodwind in there. Maybe. Might just be the violin. And I've been like ignoring this guitar solo the whole time, but that's going. Like, there we go. Tie it all together. Whew. Just going off on the ghost notes too. Just constant ghost notes in between. It almost kind of sounds like a shaker. Just right in there. That's really cool. Keeps a lot of that energy present. Ooh. That's kind of more patterned on the snare there. I'm just vibing to this one. Beautiful bluesy solos, man. And now we got the upbeat. Come on. They were having fun with this one. Kind of interesting that the drummer doesn't... Okay, there was a crash. There wasn't one on the prior. Kind of interesting to not include one there. Must have been intentional, but like, why? Keeping that room open a little bit, maybe? So this feels like I'm getting chased down by something and I'm climbing through the clouds. Like, they really know how to get that sound together, make you feel certain things. I don't know if that's what's happening during the song, but that's what it kind of feels like, you know? God, man. Ace Combat, dude, their soundtracks are just nuts. So Ryo Watanabe killed it on this song. Amazing composition. Lots of interesting things going on here that I'm really not sure decision-wise why they were done. Like those orchestral stings, why were those on the offbeat? It does feel really cool, but also like, why were they just stings of like the whole orchestra? Why specifically that much? Why that choice of every instrument at their disposal? Just like, hey, hit one, hit two, you know, just like going on that and keeping that together for multiple parts in the song. I thought it was just going to be the intro, but then they brought it back and I'm like, okay, like that's just such a weird choice. You usually don't hear that so consistently throughout a song, and that's really neat, but also just, it makes me ask the question why every single time I hear something that unique happen. Same thing with that one crash cymbal that I noticed wasn't there during the fill that the drum set did. It's like, okay, so why didn't they crash there? I'm again assuming that it's probably just because they wanted to keep the space open in the song in general. When you add a crash, it kind of acts as a resolution of that passage, so maybe they wanted to keep that tension there and not resolve it until the very final part of that like whole section. So that could definitely be, but it's still just so interesting. There's so many choices here where I'm like scratching my head a little bit. Like they sound amazing, but I guess that's why I'm not a professional composer and why people like Ryo Watanabe are, because like those choices are very much likely intentional. They wouldn't have recorded the drums incorrectly and then just decided, good enough, and used a bad take. They definitely did write it like that, but it's like, what purpose was there? I feel like there must be a contextual purpose as to why. Maybe there's something in the sequence that this plays in where a crash cymbal would kind of affect the feeling, or maybe just the whole resolution of that battle if they had resolved the tension in the song too quick. Maybe there's something time sensitive there, but usually these songs kind of just loop. So maybe there's something contextual there that I'm just unaware of that they need to pay attention to and focus on. But I don't know, man, like these songs just always sound sick. Like I'm just not sure because I'm not skilled enough as a musician to know why certain decisions were made. I'm sure context does play a part in that, but also like certain things just don't really matter for the context. Like having that roll constantly makes sense musically. You want to keep the snare alive during those moments. So having constant ghost notes going for certain sections to keep that alive is a good idea. You want to have that there. And then taking that away at other parts in the song makes sense because you don't want that to be as open and as constant. There's a kinetic energy to the snare drum on a kit. So when you have it constantly going, it keeps your brain constantly going. It keeps that presence in the mix. And then when you remove it, it allows for more room in general. The song is able to include more things in that frequency range that maybe need to be there more importantly than that snare roll. And then doing stuff like having that more like militant marchy snare approach kind of later in, where I'm like, okay, well that's kind of similar to the ghost note thing, but slightly different. So maybe there's something different happening. Again, context may be included there where it's like, okay, maybe we want to focus on a different character showing up or a different moment, like a turning point in the song where there's just something else on screen going on and they want to change the overall tone. Similar to the end where it felt like it was climbing up into something or like leading to something, it was building to something, and I just don't know what it is because then the song started to loop again. So these things make me wonder, you know, I'm not sure with the context if there is any, or if it does just loop and the whole context idea is completely without merit, but I won't know until somebody tells me. So let me know down in the comments below how that works. Do these loop endlessly, or are there contextual points in the song that like demand to have certain moments that have certain aspects of a song played a certain way? Like, is that a factor here? But I think I've yapped enough, so thank you all so very much for watching. And if you have any other songs you want me to get to, leave them in the comments below, or if you want to guarantee yourself a request like this one, go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships. There's a tier that allows for a guaranteed request, and I will definitely be getting to them. I'm cranking through a bunch of them this month, so as you're watching these, you'll probably be seeing a bunch, like one a day or so, like on a regular basis, and I plan to keep that up for a little bit. So if you got something, let me know. And otherwise, if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff in the future, because I'm sure this is not Spinriff's last, then you know how to follow me and support me and all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!